All right, we're looking at the solutions to homework H8 EPS, and we're on number 9. And question 9 asks us for weighted average share. Um, this company has 400,000 shares to start the year. They buy back 100 on March 1st, issue 200,000 July 1. On August 1, here's a 2-for-1 split. So here's the split event. On October 1, they have a 50% dividend, stock dividend. And on November, there was a conversion of a convertible preferred, issued another 100,000. So here's the shares outstanding: 400,000 minus 100 is 300. 300 plus 200 is 500. 500 plus 500 is a 2-for-1 split. You end up with a million. 50% dividend, you end up with 1.5. And 100,000 issued on conversion, 1.6 million. January, February is 2/12. March, April, May, June is 4/12. July is 1/12. August, September is 2/12. October is 1 month, and then November, December, 2 months. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So these total to 12 twelfths. So we have the right number of months. Now, all right, I have the final answers up here. Well, let's see what happens. Here's the. I'm just Xing these out. I'm not making them another number. Every row above the stock split, let's multiply by the stock split factor, which is you just take the number. And every row above the stock dividend, you multiply by the stock dividend adjustment factor. As I just mentioned in the prior video, it's 1 plus the dividend percentage. Well, this is 2 times 1.5, 2 times 1.5, 2 times 1.5. And that's why you saw all those threes there. Okay, so each row is 400,000 times the weighting times the adjustment factors equals, and times equals, and we sum them all up, and we get 1,267,667 is the weighted average share. Now, calculate the basic EPS. Net income, same as number 8, which was 2 million. And they just tell us before the conversion that 200,000 was paid out on preferred. So 2 million less than 200,000, 1.8 million divided by the basic weighted average share, you get an EPS of $1.42. Okay, on to number 11. Okay. So, Nibley plans. Wait. Nibley has outstanding 1 million. Face value $100 par 6% convertible cumulative preferred shares. The corporate income tax rate is 40%. What is the per share effect? I don't even recognize this. Let me. What you're going to do in these problems is take the face value. It's cumulative times par times 6%. Okay, so we don't. If you're thinking of the bond, if converted methods, we would also have the tax rate in here. Here we don't have it. It's cumulative, so in this case, we know we're going to put in the current year's dividend. If it were non-cumulative, we'd have to look at what dividend was actually declared. Okay. Now we don't have a conversion ratio, So we will assume that it's 1 to 1. That would be your default assumption. Okay. So let's see. That's $6 times a million. 6 million over 1 million, and that's $6 per share. Okay. So just as it says there. Alrighty, but I feel better about it. What is this? 3 million. What in God's green earth am I missing? Yeah, I'm not quite sure where that's come from. We'll just get rid of that. Okay, but if you want to know where the 6 million comes from, that's where it comes from. This 1 million right here assumes 1 to 1 conversion ratio, which is, if you don't have the information, that's a default assumption. Okay. All right, now we're going to go on to the case. This is going to be pretty involved, so what I'm going to do is start it in another video.